Hello, Blenders! And today we have a person more than special in here.
Very special, right?
Very special, because he's my husband. He's here, of course, not only as my husband, but he's going to tell you a little bit more about his journey, because it's a very successful journey, and he had a lot of challenge as well, and he's going to give you just a glance of all this challenge from Brazil to the US.
Thank you. Let me thank both of you for being here. I'm very, very proud of my wife. It has been a challenge for her since the beginning. It's something she always dreamt of doing, and I was very glad to be able to support.
Thank you, Vicky.
Throughout this. Not only her, but Vicky as well. Thank you. So let me go back to the question you asked me. I began my training in Brazil. It took me 6 years to become a physician in Brazil. That's how long the medical school is. That was followed by 2 years of training in general surgery. During that time, I was looking for the best place to train. As we all know, the United States is the leader in many things, including healthcare. So I started working on a process to be able to come and train in the US. There are several steps that a physician needs to do to validate the diploma. They are written tests and practice tests to show that you can effectively communicate in English and treat the American people the American way. And that's all part of the training and the prerequisite to be able to come and train here. Once I accomplished all that, then I applied for residency spots, and I was very lucky to be accepted at the University of Arkansas. I say I was very lucky because when I search all the universities, there are so many centers that are world-renowned in this country. But one stood out for me, and the reason why Little Rock of all places stood out is because of a person called Suzanne Klimberg.
Yes.
Before I came to the United States, I knew of her accomplishments and all the innovations she had done on the field of breast cancer, and that's something I wanted to specialize on. So I came to the US to train at the best program, and I was lucky enough to go to a university where they had one of the leading surgeons, not only in the country, but in the world. So there I spent 6 years to become a general surgeon. It wasn't that easy though. In the beginning, and as it happens for most foreign medical graduates, we are accepted as preliminary trainings. What that means is you're guaranteed 1 year. And during that year, you need to prove your worth. If they find out that you're good enough, then you may get an opportunity to complete the training. And that implies a transition from a preliminary to a categorical spot.
And that, it's when you do the in-service exam, right?
Yes, every year there's a national test where every trainee on every field takes a written test, and your grades are compared to everybody else in the country. And that's a way to place people and see how well you are compared to everybody else.
So either you stay or you go back home. So in the first year, he took the test and he scored 99%, right?
It did help, yes.
Yes.
A
So
good grade did help.
that being said, it was one of the best scores in the country. So for somebody who is not originally from the USA, that was a huge success, achievement.
I was very
right?
proud of that, yes.
Me
Yes.
too, as you can see.
But then during that time, I not only had a chance to learn from this doctor, Klimberg, but also to partner with her in building a unique career. She gave me a chance not only to train me, but to develop a career plan where we could put together the training on how to take care of the cancer and diseases of the breast, but also to be able to reconstruct and restore women back to their normal lives. So as part of all the steps, I finished my 5 years of residency. Then I joined her program and trained on diseases of the breast. That was another year completely dedicated to breast cancer and diseases of the breast. And after that, I was invited to join her in her practice. So I had a chance to become a partner in the practice of medicine with somebody I admired. So that was a huge compliment for me. Yes. And I'm so proud and happy she gave me a chance to work with her at that time. During that time period, for 2 years, we worked together at the University of Arkansas doing that. And then after that, I went on to train as a plastic surgeon. This was all part of the plan we had together. So at that point, I also searched for who would be the best plastic surgeon in the country to help me train on breast reconstruction. I wanted to learn everything, but I wanted to work with somebody who was well known for that. And that's when I had a unanimous answer from all the plastic surgeons I spoke to. Everybody pointed me towards Dr. Louis Vasconez, who's very well recognized on the field. So I went to the University of Alabama in Birmingham to interview and to ask them for an opportunity to train, following the proper application process. I was lucky enough that Dr. De La Torre, Dr. Vasconez gave me an opportunity. They took me in and they helped me train and improve my skills. And I also met so many other outstanding physicians there.
True.
So many other, Dr. Joe Fix, Dr. James Long, Dr. Grant, Dr. Peter Ray, an amazing team of plastic surgeons and professionals that just helped me improve so much more. I gained so much more than I expected, and it was totally worth it, those extra 3 years that I spent there. You know, mind you that adds up to 18 years to train and to get to the point I am right now. But I don't regret any of it, because that gave me the tools and the skills to be able to do what I've been doing here. So when all of that finished, then it was the time to find a job.
The real job.
A real job. And it was so difficult because I was very welcome at the places I had trained, but I also found an opportunity to come to the University of Miami, where it was out of the wings or the protection of everybody I had trained before. It was a whole new environment. And I felt the need to go improve my worth in a situation like this. So I met Dr. Seth Thaler, who offered me the job, which I took. And now we have been living here in Miami for 3 years, very happy, very successful, because even though we only been here for 2 to 3 years, I was able to build one of the largest plastic surgery practices in town. And of course, that's not something I did alone. I had the support from the university, from the other physicians that worked with me, and I'm very proud to be able to do that.
Wow, congratulations, Dr. Boneti. Chris, tell us more about the decision making.
Yes, decision making. That's a good question, because along the way he had faced so many challenges and difficult situations where you have to really take into consideration something, right?
Yes.
And it's not easy. Should I go there, or should I go here, or should I go back to Brazil? Right?
Right.
There were so many options, absolutely. And Brazil is a wonderful country as well. I'm pretty sure I would have been successful if I decided just to go back to Brazil and practice down there. I have so many friends and contacts that I left behind. With an American training, it definitely would be a boost to my career. It's very difficult to make those career decisions, because it doesn't involve just us. It involves the entire family. I have a wife, I have kids, I have friends, and it could go wrong in so many ways. But the recipe I have found in life for everything I do is to dream, have your best dream. Think about where would you like to be. Envision what would be the best case scenario, and then follow that dream and go all in. Invest. Work as hard as you can. Prepare yourself. Do everything you can do. And then a little bit of luck helps too.
Try to be the best. Yes, that's. I think this is the best advice, because you always try to be the best.
Absolutely.
One.
Absolutely. Don't invest on something if you don't think you can be the best on it. Even if you're not, there's only one person who will be the best. Absolutely. But if you do your best, you're going to provide good service to everybody that you end up seeing and crossing your way.
That's true.
Chris, what is the next step?
Yeah. What is the next step? I know.
So after 3 years, after 3 years here, and again, I'm very thankful for everything I had. Very happy and thankful to the community that welcoming me in and allowed this to happen. We have a unique opportunity to build an entire new innovative cancer center in Los Angeles. I'm partnering with a very large hospital group, and we're going to build a unique service to breast patients, breast cancer women, women that have any diseases of the breast in general. We're going to set up a comprehensive center where they can be treated not only for the diseases, but also in the road to recovery and restoration of normal, all as one, as a holistic approach. When you see the person as a person and not just as a cancer or as a disease, where we can put everything back together. So it's a dream I have had for the longest time, and now that I was able to associate with the right group of people, we're gonna take this step and try to create something very unique.
And it was a very hard decision to make, right?
It's very difficult because
it is.
I'm not I'm living an ideal situation where I like my work colleagues, I like the city I live in, we have so many friends in this area. It has been so difficult to give up so much to follow a dream.
This is the comfort zone, so you're getting out of the comfort zone.
We're definitely leaving the comfort zone for a dream, for utopia, to build something.
But that's what
that's new.
Makes you better, I guess. Not the best, maybe the best. We'll see.
I'll always be working to be the best, and guaranteed I'll do my best work.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I wish you good luck for us.
Yes, good luck for everybody, right?
Yeah, right.
And Blenders, thanks for watching, and please follow us. Please like our Instagram page. We have a Facebook page, and also subscribe our YouTube channel.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.